Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Very special podcast today. Number one, I'm wearing my Stormy Blocks hoodie, BCAC ProdZ, designed by Joey G and his lovely wife. And it was a lovely birthday present, you know what I'm saying? Right there you can see my courier dude Von, sporting all the Stormy Blocks gear, posing as the maestro. And I'm just holding a letter here from my mum. I photocopied and actually wanted to read it out, but that would have been stupid. But really and truly, she passed away in 1968, by the way, in Jamaica. Really and truly, today's topic is really, well, we're not really going to leave this matter alone until, like I said, we get some kind of clarity, some kind of explanation, and some kind of accountability from KRS1. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm older generation. You know what I'm saying? I can't be looking at the Meek Mills and the Bow Wows and all the other stuff, you know what I'm saying? This recent stuff with Bine G getting knocked out by, at a Bad Boy reunion show is not news for me. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? It's not news for me. I'll leave that for Doggy Diamonds and other people, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I jumped off the hip-hop bandwagon just a little bit before I started these Industry Fables podcasts. My first actual Industry Fables podcast, I can go back to 2004, 2003. You know what I'm saying? I was doing all my podcasts via audio. I only just recently this year started doing podcasts on camera. So we're going to follow the trail, but this time it's a very, how can I say, a slightly different podcast today. You know what I'm saying? We go deep into matters that are really areas that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people might not want to touch, but it's a repeating theme on YouTube, and I keep seeing it, and I'll refer to people like Yahweh Rules and Baruch Shai, and that was the person I was trying to remember the last time. I think Baruch Shai and Yahweh Rules are the same people. I don't know, I have to confirm that. But first of all, I want to start, you know what I'm saying, with KRS and, you know what I'm saying, like I said, he's pretty well established in Poland, you know what I'm saying. You can see many videos where he's been interviewed. Blender Art, for example, interviewed him, for example, and there's been other people. And interesting, KRS is signing his vinyls and, you know what I'm saying, bigging himself up, you know, totally narcissistic, you know what I'm saying. I mean, a dude can be proud of his work, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, fans are handing him vinyls to sign. Simone's in the background saying, well, you know what I'm saying, wrap this up. Time's up, as his manager, and or his man, Asia, or the Asian man, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, yeah, and he you know, he does start speaking about some stuff, you know what I'm saying, and he speaks about one album, which has got a kind of orangey sort of sunset background. He's only got half a face on the album. And he starts talking about the eye. And then he doesn't say yours, the and I, but he says the eye. He says, well, concentrate on the eye. I mentioned this in the last video where he was going on about this I think it was the Obama. He was sweating the Obamas, you know what I'm saying, doing his voting and shit, you know what I'm saying. And he speaks about Land of Kush. And how in Poland there's lots of Poland is the most the country with the most interest in the land of Kush, he said. Now, my research, other research will tell me that, you know, Poland is also significant for a certain family, a bloodline family that are in Hollywood, and that would be the Warner or the Warner brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I found that pretty interesting, you know what I'm saying? He was, so, you know what I'm saying, KRS has more than one reason to just go places, you know what I'm saying? there are other ritualistic interests for him there in these locations, places where he travels. You know what I'm saying? You know, London for paedophilia, Poland for Kush research on pharaonic stuff and Egyptian stuff. America, I think he's going to go back to, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Well, I've done some more research on the people, on the woman that actually interviewed him at the base conference in Birmingham. And her name is Jackie Springer, and she was doing the interviewing him. And I've been looking for blogs or anything that she might have done in response to her interview with KRS, where she was clearly shocked at some of his reactions, saying the leadership in hip hop is untouchable, and black people really have to learn that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying he doesn't give a fuck about black people. You know what I'm saying? He's always said he likes beating up white boys. And, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? He's 100% up for the gay agenda. You know what I'm saying? He's pushing it through colleges and lectures and everything else. And then it's talk about these lectures. You know what I'm saying? Real lectures. People like Phil Valentine, Dr. Phil Valentine. I mean, that's a lecture. You sit there for 3 hours and take some sense in. See what I'm saying? It's not all 100%. You know what I'm saying? You know, the things you're going to sort of grapple with. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a ball earther. So, you know, I've thrown Phil Valentine to the side because of his ball earther. It's all about earth ships and rotational ships and gravitational ships. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he does know a lot about the body, the human body, and the digestive system, and the difference between melatonin people and non-melatonin people, and how we digest everything, whether that's light, air, or food intake, or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? He goes into great physical detail about the human body and the differences between anatomies of the races. You know, but you know, you get a lecture. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure these people at Princetown and Yale are just taking time out of doing ordinary courses to go and fucking fuck with KRS, because you're not going to get any intellectual or educational stimulus out of it. You know what I'm saying? Not in any case. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be more educated afterwards. You're not at all. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it's all number worship. The cross-faith thing, I'm beginning to grapple with the cross-faith thing, because we're talking about with cross genetics or cross genderisms or anything that's crossed out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was curious as to what fucking Prince P was fucking the guy from PM Dawn was so fascinated with crosses for. But you know, that all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So Jackie Springer, you know what I'm saying, links with the BBC, that's her name, Jacqueline Springer. Happens to be the same name as Karen, KRS's mum. Because he says during the basic interview, you want to hear something evil? My name's Jacqueline also, Jacqueline Parker. Now, I haven't seen any pictures of Jacqueline Parker or KRS when he was a boy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say that in Kenny Parker, nobody hears from. You know what I'm saying? That's his brother. You know what I'm saying? He could be I don't know, dude. That's his sister. You know what I'm saying? If it's all twisted like that, you know what I'm saying? So Jacqueline Springer, linked for the BBC, professor at Syracuse University in London, and advises at the Victoria and Albert Museum, and was a Michael O'Leary Award winner for teaching in 2010. I don't know who the fuck Michael O'Leary is. It's an Irish fucking name. Well, I mean, I was disappointed not to find any blogs that she might have written after that day's conference. I'll have to look a bit more and see what I can find. Maybe I'll find something, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, go back to Yahweh Rules and Brute Shy. Brute Shy goes deep, man. He goes deep, you know what I'm saying? Getting 30 or 40 or more thousand views. You know what I'm saying? He's actually got a video that sort of really puts to bed and wraps up and closes the case on all my own personal theories. You know what I'm saying? I will credit Rules and Brute Shy for some of those theories. You know what I'm saying? And that's the, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, I've been saying for several videos now that KRS1 is an agent bot. You know what I'm saying? When I say bot, short for robot. And it's funny, Brute Shy says in the same video, he's done a video on Chuck D and KRS. And it's entitled KRS1 and Chuck D are dead clones. Now, like I said, I didn't want to really fuck around with them in the clone world because, you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to give these motherfuckers too much credit. You know what I'm saying? It's a chick named Tila Tequila or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And there's this dude named Donald Marshall who says Tila Tequila actually tortured him once in a clone center. You know what I'm saying? And he explains this all-seeing tick on the all-seeing eye of Horus, this tick, and what it actually is. You know what I'm saying? How it actually operates. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go into details here. Anybody want just look up Donald Marshall. You know, the motherfucker looks dead on camera. You know what I mean? Vinny Eastman is doing a video on him, interview with him from New Zealand. And Donald Marshall, I think he's Canadian. He's got a Canadian accent. Donald Marshall goes into great detail about cloning labs and cloning centers. They're all underground, the underground bases and stuff. Now, you know what I'm saying? You know, what we don't do is believe people. We don't believe anything. Okay? Now, what am I doing? Am I talking to myself when I say we don't believe anything? Well, I don't believe anything. You know, belief is not an apparatus I use in my life anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm either aware of it or I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And once I'm aware of it, I'm obviously knowledgeable of what I'm aware of. So that puts belief in the trash straight away. You know what I'm saying? You screw that motherfucker up and sling that motherfucker in the Mülltonne. You know what I'm saying? Mülltonne is German for trash can. Okay? You know, be aware that my German will slip out now and again. So anyway, that was Jackie Springer. I've moved on from Jackie Springer to Brute Shy. And this video on Chuck D and KRS. And it's interesting, you know what I'm saying? Brute Shy said, well, fuck me, and funny enough, he's looking fucking pretty much like a Whoopi Goldberg type looking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the two of them and I'm thinking, fuck me, that nigga's got a point. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, I've put pictures of them two alongside each other before. You know, I've heard Brute Shy say any of this shit, you know what I'm saying? And they do look similar, you know what I'm saying? They got the same fucking bucket, same chain, same fucking chin, and all sorts of other motherfucking fucking shit. They both look like fucking Ninja Turtle type looking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But Brute Shy goes deep. He doesn't only going on KRS and Chuck D. You know what I'm saying? He goes in on Angelina Jolie, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? You know, and basically, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about a bunch of dead motherfucking walking dead motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's Zombiewood. Hollywood is Zombiewood. You know what I'm saying? And how many other are there? You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm saying KRS is one of them. And Brute Shy says in his video, you know what I'm saying? This nigga, the real KRS, has gone around about the mid-80s. And that's what we're talking. I said, you know, you got really in the last video, I said, well, you know what I'm saying? After Sex and Violence, which is probably now it's starting to make sense because the cover of Sex and Violence, as we can see here, you'll see different parts of the anatomy in different places, on different bodies, on the front cover of that album. You know what I'm saying? It could be when the time, if this theory is to have any practical relevance, when the real KRS got took and became an agent bot, his clone or his copy or his body double became an ancient bot because we can hear about body doubles a lot. There are some people I'm researching who are following the financial fraud, which I'm not going to say their names, or I won't mention their names, you know what I'm saying, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, your left hand, you shouldn't know what your right hand, and all that motherfucking shit, you know what I'm saying. I try to stay away from Google with it, you know what I'm saying, but this other research I'm doing follows the financial fraud, and one researcher actually says, well, you know what I'm saying, he actually sees body doubles of these people in governments and government institutions and private sectors walking around as body doubles for the real people. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to doubt him. He doesn't say anything about cloning or talk about cloning labs or cloning centers or anything like that, you know what I'm saying. I like you know what I'm saying, me personally, I'm trying to stay away from the whole cloning idea. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's got to make sense throughout, hasn't it? You know what I'm saying? With plant, with microorganisms, with animals, with everything. It has to make sense throughout. It just can't make sense in one world. You know what I'm saying? If you keep cloning humans, you got to be cloning everything. And that is everything. Everything that our Father created for us here. You know what I'm saying? We've got to talk about anything. We can't just talk about human cloning. You know what I'm saying? Human cloning is a credible factor today, but it's cloning throughout with everything. Okay, there's cross genetics with foods and stuff like that and plants. That's standard. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on for fucking thousands of years. Donald Marshall said, well, you know what I'm saying, real cloning has been going on since the end of the Second World War. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say, you know what I'm saying, if cloning is to be given any credibility, let's go back more. Let's go back fucking a few thousand years. And then what was called back in the day, that was practiced was mummification and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Stories today. You'll hear stories today about Obama being a clone from the mummified Akhenaten. So you know what I'm saying? And Michelle being Nefertiti or something like that. You'll hear these stories. You know what I'm saying? Now it's not that things should be stuck into the realm of impossibility. Because, you know what I'm saying, later research says that, you know what I'm saying, there's something missing. And something quite big on another scale, quite large. You know what I'm saying? There's videos you can look up now, and there are no forests on planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? And you'll see plateaus like Devil's Mountain that, you know what I'm saying, might actually resemble cut down trees as opposed to mountains. So, I'm not going to go into the detail there. You can go do your research, you know what I'm saying? So, it really goes in deep. It goes in deep on Angelina Jolie. Aaliyah says Aaliyah was just a passed around tranny. Now, I looked at Aaliyah from day one. I saw a dude. I saw Prince. You know what I'm saying? When I saw Aaliyah, I saw Prince. When I saw Prince, I saw Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck am I supposed to go? You know what I'm saying? And that's old. It's before fucking YouTube conspiracy videos or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Every time I saw pictures of Aaliyah, I saw Prince. And especially in the movie with Jackie Chan, I'm like, fuck me, that movie's like a dude. You know what I'm saying? Turns out Aaliyah was a dude all along. You know what I'm saying? So, and it really does, it really is a mess, you know what I'm saying? You got these later rappers like fucking B.O.B. Putting out tweets about cloning centers and cloning labs. You know what I'm saying? And I even think Donald Marshall himself is someone they've allowed to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? They've got to get so many people on sort of one side of reality and so many people on the other side of reality. You know, they've got to probe and figure out how many people are awake and how many people are asleep. The people who are asleep, we know what to do with. The people that won't wake up, we know what to do with. The people that are awake, well, you know what I'm saying? We got to fucking watch out. And then see if we can put more traps and snares in their way so that they end up fucking falling asleep in that dimension as well, you know, in that particular set of realities. You know, it just goes on, you know what I'm saying? There are wheels within wheels within wheels of this reality, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I still stick to it. I still stick to the fact that, you know, most of what we experience through these other mediums do come through other mediums. And they funnel out through one visual apparatus or one audio type of apparatus. Be that be your fucking headphone, your Wi-Fi, or your hi-fi system, or fucking something else, you know what I'm saying? But through the visual cortex, it all comes through one eye. You know, and that's your fucking your cinema screen or your TV screen. You know what I'm saying? The rest, we have to look around and see, well, you know what I'm saying? There's not a lot changed. You know what I'm saying? The weather's fucked up, you're getting this and that and everything else, but there's not a lot that's really changed around us. People are changing. People are changing. You know what I'm saying? Because they're fucking with DNA and they're doing all sorts of stuff. They're putting stuff in food. They're feminizing the masculine and masculizing the feminine. And it's going on like that, you know, through hormonal experimentations and stuff like that. And through food stuff and water and everything else, you know. Something came out last week, you know, a friend of my girlfriend's, you know what I'm saying, her daughter actually stumbled across a site which named this person as Bob Marley. Had Bob Marley's DNA and everything else. And, you know, and this dead body they found in Kingston, this guy had an old battered guitar, and there was a photograph of the House of Parliament. And, you know, I looked into this and it turns also out to be a big fucking hoax. You know what I'm saying? But I thought if there was going to be any fucking relevance to it, and it, you know, it did check out as true, because, I mean, it couldn't have done, because pictures were taken of Bob Marley when he was in his demise, you know what I'm saying, and really losing weight and everything else, you know what I'm saying, and when he was getting flown back from Germany, you know what I'm saying, there's other stories that the plane crashed, or, you know what I'm saying, the plane didn't take off, or all sorts of other stuff, you know what I'm saying. And, you know, this story dropped in 2012 when they found this dude in Kingston, Jamaica, and they said he had exactly the same DNA as Bob Marley. And, you know what I'm saying, I looked it up straight away because I was a little bit disturbed by it, and it checked out to be fucking a big hoax, you know what I'm saying. But that's only one opinion I've taken, you know what I'm saying. But, you know what I'm saying, it would have brought me out into the subject of cloning, you know what I'm saying, as well, if there was anything to be rubber stamped by it. And today, the media, you can't rubber stamp anything the media say. Today they can say anything, you know what I'm saying, they're allowed to say anything, you know what I'm saying. Now they just passed, Obama just passed a bill where you can fucking, you know, do anything with the internet now, you know what I'm saying, so you wash your backs, you know what I'm saying, because they're coming, they are coming. So, like I said, it's not a very extensive podcast. I'm not sure if I actually said that, but you know, I'm gonna keep it short, and you know what I'm saying, I'll play a bit of Baruch Shai's clips from the Chuck D and KRS1 are dead and cloned video. But look, you know what I'm saying, let me just round up, you know what I'm saying, you know, the Bambaata situation, I mean, you know, we're building a picture, and it's slowly coming together. We can see, you know what I'm saying, it could be that Bambaata was also a victim in this sense, and is doing what he's doing, because they're all, you know, these stories are all sort of similar, you know what I'm saying, there's stories of abuse, paedophilia, homosexuality, and all that lot. It all seems to be the same thing, you know what I'm saying? You can't separate one situation from the other. So it could be that, you know what I'm saying, if that's the case, you know what I'm saying, I'm riding on KRS because I'm saying, well, it's not the original KRS. And it's not the original KRS that you see pictured with Ramona Parker. You know what I'm saying? That was a more Butch Manson KRS who had a little bit gruff, a thicker face, and everything else. Now you're seeing some of the sort of slim down. He still gets fat, looks fat now and again, a bit chubby, but very feminine. You know what I'm saying? And the locks, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, Melly Mel and a few other people have still got the locks. You know what I'm saying? And the feminine looking fucking hairstyles. And it could be that this whole transgender thing is pretty extensive. You know what I'm saying? It might be, you know what I'm saying? It might have been for quite a long time inbuilt into the music business system. You know what I'm saying? It could have been, you know what I'm saying? It's turned out that, you know, it's all looking like, you know, your hardcore rappers and all your fucking heavy dudes were all chicks. And you like singing R&B fucking crooning singers were all dudes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'll wrap this up now. This is the damn BCAC's favourite podcast. Give me some rhymes. And I bid you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And you best believe we do live in a Truman type show. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking looking like that right now. You know what I'm saying? So, peace out.
Y'all doing a study on ancient Africa. Poland is the lead excavator in Africa for a place called Kush, ancient Kush. Poland has the most advanced research on ancient Kush, and that's another reason why I'm here in Poland to look around the museums and ask some of the professors at the university if they have more information. This information is not published yet. It's not in books because Poland just got it. It got like over the last 10 years. You guys have been collecting information on ancient Kush in Africa. Ancient Kush is a civilization that started Egypt. Everyone goes, Egypt, the pyramids, da 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 da. But before Egypt, it was Kush. And they flooded it in Egypt in the 50s. They flooded the whole area where Kush was with this thing called the Aswan Dam. They was building a dam and they flooded the area. So just before they flooded the area, UNESCO, America, and Poland went into Africa and took out all the stuff from the ground. Brought it. Poland was the lead excavator was Poland. Took all the stuff. I did a quick research 3 years ago, and it was wonderful. In America, when you show Egypt, they always show you the lighter skinned Egyptian, more toward the Roman, Greek era. Poland, you guys are showing black like this. Furrows that are black like this is here in Poland. You got pieces that I'm trying to buy while I'm here because you're showing the 25th dynasty, the Ethiopian dynasty. You guys have all the information. So I'm here, but Poland is a very important place in terms of knowledge and information. And that's why I'm here as well. This was a great album, actually. The KRS, my only self-titled album. My ego rose to the highest degree, and I titled it myself. But this album is actually pretty high. If you notice, I'm only giving you the one sign of wisdom. Notice how that eye is black. You don't see that eye black? People look at this album all the time. They don't see that shit. This album eye is black. It's the only eye on the album. Nice. And this is a deep album as well. Why am I signing this right? Let me come back over here. Mad stuff is on this right here. It's not natural if it goes against God. It's not natural. The truth is not hard. That shit was hard. Rappers are engaged. I did that tonight. That shit was up here. Premier got busy on this too. Remo got busy on this too. People. Okay. Yo, I don't have a tap to this marker. Yo, where Henrik at?
Love message.
Simone, take this.
Love message.
Tim, give this to Simone.
Okay, let me get them.
So I just want to welcome on stage Jacqueline Springer and KRS1.
Okay, so welcome back to...
And then based on my expertise of studying the unseen realm and all the laws that govern the unseen realm, I can speak to you about how I have, through what I know, interpreted that.
November is Hip Hop History Month. That's what I say. November is Hip Hop History Month. This is Brother Afrika Bambaata of the Almighty Universal Zulu Nation, the Arm & Rob Universal Hip Hop Culture, coming to a city near you this November 2014.
Chuck D, Dead and Chrome.
Come on.
Another positive rapper. A lot of people don't expect to sell out. It's all gravy for them, but it ain't for you. And moving on to KRS1. The woman now, made to look like a man. Yep, been gone since the mid-80s. So that's 30 years ago. He always had a feminine feature, like face. I don't know, something always threw him off as like a male version of Whoopi Goldberg. Fingers here. Yeah, even KRS1. Like I said, man, y'all being fooled into thinking that these lyrical MCs like Currency, Lupe, Common, and all them like lyrical positive message rappers, y'all think they sell out. But they already did. And that's the deception. Got y'all fooled, man. Satan like, oh yeah, man, you spit positive message, good positive message. We'll just kill you, clone you. All right, now you're messing.
Bam. Niggas should speak for themselves. Sure, nigga don't need a house, man. I'll see you fuck knocking on man's door, but I only see your ass there with that big head dread nose. Be rocking Trafalgar Square. You build a stage around this in column while fans were looking for Cleopatra Needle. Dan is gender mix up like looking in the spiegel, and that's your drilling for mirror, all in the realms of reflection. You scheduling your dance shows and fans sweating the false direction. Speaking of which, why you crouching round about Scott the Rock Squad? I think your big ass mouth steady rapping must have spliced Scott cock off, and that explains your BDP split and lack of love for Miss Melody. If you'd have loved didn't like band, that might have changed hip hop history. Cause the hip is where the hop is and the hop is where the hip is. The hop is where the hip is and the hip is where the hop is. The flip is where the flop is and the flop is where the flip is, and it ain't gon' stop till the logo pop. The hip is where the hop is and the hop is where the hip is. The hop is where the hip is and the hip is where the hop is. The flip is where the flop is and the flop is where the flip is, and it ain't gon' stop till the logo pop.